So if you've been following along with my series on UX leadership and strategy, you'll know that in lesson one, we traveled from Roman amphitheaters to modern apps and saw that user experience is not what many consider it to be, and in many cases needs repositioning. While in lesson two, I asked whether you were ready to lead the charge inside your organization. Today, however, we're going to roll up our sleeves and actually start that journey. Now, organizations vary wildly in their approach to UX. Some have established teams, but treat UX as merely window dressing, make it pretty, that kind of thing. Others offload random tasks onto their designers or forget the UX exists entirely until something breaks. Then, of course, there are those companies just starting out, wondering how to even begin thinking about the user experience. Whether you're trying to elevate the existing UX function or build one from scratch, there's a lot of work to be done. But I've seen many well-meaning UX champions charge into organizations like bulls in china shops, alienating stakeholders with grandiose visions and unrealistic demands. So before diving into any repositioning or new initiatives, I think we first need to take an honest snapshot of where things stand. And an audit is crucial because it ensures any vision or strategy we develop is grounded in reality, not just wishful thinking. It also enables us to identify hidden strengths and opportunities that we might otherwise miss, and reveals potential roadblocks before they derail our efforts. So, to get a clear picture of where your organization stands with UX, we need to examine three critical areas. We need to start by understanding the gap between current expectations and potential. What does your organization believe UX should deliver? How does this compare with your vision for UX's role? Remember to focus on organizational goals. UX isn't just about improving the user experience, it's about driving business outcomes. Second, instead of dwelling on what's missing, take stock of what you already have. This includes your current budget, tools, level of autonomy, available time, and potential allies. Be realistic about your resources, because that's going to help you build an achievable plan. And then finally, map out where you are already able to make an impact. Which decision makers trust your judgment? What policies or assets fall under your influence? Understanding your sphere of influence helps identify where you can start making changes. Approach this assessment like a detective gathering evidence. Do it quietly and methodically. Hold off on any big presentations or headcount discussions for now. The groundwork that you're doing with this will ensure that when we do develop our strategy, it's both ambitious and achievable. I know that right now you're thinking, this is all well and good, Paul, but I don't have the authority to make any changes. And honestly, I do hear you. The idea of auditing and reshaping UX's role might seem impossible given your current position or organizational constraints. But don't let that stop you from doing this initial assessment. We'll tackle the how to sell it later in a future lesson. For now, just focus on understanding where things stand, both the challenges and the opportunity. This groundwork will prove invaluable when it comes to implementing change. So, next up, grab a sheet of paper or your notes app and jot down 3 columns headed Role, Resources, and Leverage. Spend 10 minutes filling each one in with bullet points. Aim for brutal honesty. And when you're done, then drop me an email to paul@boagworld.com and tell me some of the things you've uncovered. I will read every response and they're going to help shape my future lessons. So in the next lesson, we're going to start with the first of those 3 parts of our audit. We're going to explore how to redefine UX's role to focus on business outcomes rather than just user needs. But for now, let's be clear on where we stand.